Hey guys, welcome back to Prime Imagination. My name is Jasmine and today I'm going to be doing the Dilemmas of a Book Nerd tag. So like I said, I'm going to be doing a tag today and I was tagged by Capri's over at Capri's Book Island. I will link her up here, and this tag was originally created by Lindsay's Little Library. I'll also have her link down in the description box below, so if you want to do this tag or if I tag you, you can do it as well. Anyways, let's just get into this tag. So the first one is Dilemma 1, and it's how do you store your books? I have 5 bookshelves, 2 full-size bookshelves, and I have 3 4 cubicle, little cubies that you get at Walmart, so they're technically bookshelves, but that's where I store them. Anyways, yes, I have 2 full-size IKEA white shelves, as you can see behind me, and you can't see, but yes, for the most part, there's no rhythm to them because I have my TBR wrapped. As you can see, I will link that video right here. So they're not in particular order. As far as the ones right here that aren't wrapped, there's some on my shelf that need to be wrapped. But for the most part, these are all my red. So all my reds are on one shelf, and obviously the wrapped ones are on this shelf. As far as my cubicles that you can't see, over here by my bed, I have all my graphic novels or my mangas or my comic books. And on these ones that are where my TV is stored, I have all of my middle grade. Legitimate, all these shelves are my middle grade. And also I have books behind them that are, if I have double copies, so obviously I have the paperback version of Harry Potter back there, I have the paperback version of Red Rising back there. So yes, that is how I store. The dilemma number 2 is tracking, and it's how do you track what you have read and what books you own. So I initially wasn't at all, and then I found Goodreads, or I rediscovered Goodreads, so I track what I read on Goodreads. I also track what I own on Goodreads, but I also have a journal of the books that I'm reading. I try to keep up with it, but your girl's not that good at it. So yes, I use Goodreads, and I also have a spreadsheet. So I try to update my spreadsheet when I buy books, but I'm not very good at it. But for the most part, I use Goodreads. They have a shelf on Goodreads where you can actually go on there and, what am I saying? Yeah, you can go on there and mark books that you actually own without creating your own shelf. So, yeah. The next dilemma, number 3, is borrow. Do you lend books out? I actually do not. Not because I don't want to, but because I don't have anyone to lend my books to. And the people that I do, which is my sisters and stuff, they live all the way in Pennsylvania, and I'm just not gonna send my books to them, so yeah. So the answer is basically no. The next one is dilemma number 4, and it's buying. How do you buy or acquire your books? I actually did a video of this, of where to buy cheap books, and in that video basically explained, I'll have it linked up here. That video basically explains where I buy my books. So I buy them from Barnes & Noble. I do have a membership with them. I buy from Book Depository online, thrift books, half price books, which is here locally, and I know that they have mainly in Texas and things like that. The Goodwill, thrift books, thrift stores, excuse me, and there are a few indie bookstores down here in Olympia that I go to, so basically anywhere that I can find them. Barnes & Noble actually is my last go-to. I am so okay with buying used books, so yeah, but nothing's gonna stop me from going to Barnes & Noble and buying a book, basically, so anywhere. Number 5, comments. How do you respond to the how do you read so much comments or similar comments? So I actually don't get that many comments, or I don't get comments like that at all, because I feel like I read averagely. I normally average about 8 to 9 books, and if I go over that number, it's because I've read audiobooks, and so I've talked to Princess about it, and it's the craziest thing because I just have like this burp like stuck in my throat, and I'm trying not to burp on camera, but like it's right there. But anyways, yeah, so I can listen to audiobooks faster and still get the entire story than my reading. My reading pace, I average about 30 pages an hour, and that is slow as shit. Like, that is such a slow reader. But I can listen to 2.5 speed and completely understand. Like, I also watch my videos on 2, and I understand everything that everyone's saying. So like, I don't know, my brain's just retarded. So yeah. Number 6, next book. How do you pick your next book? So if you haven't, I will also link that video right here. And I pick my videos, excuse me. The next dilemma is number 6, and it's next book. And how do you pick your next book? And I don't know if this is talking about, like, how do I choose a TBR or something like that. I'm a TBR reader. If I pick a TBR, I set to it. Now, if I get to all those books in my TBR, that's one thing. But I normally stick to the books that are in my TBR. And how I pick the next book, I don't know. Like, I'll just look at it and go, like, if I've read a full week and then like the next week I didn't read anything, and then I'm like, oh shit, I didn't read last week. So I'll normally pick like the biggest book that's on my TBR to kind of take up my time. Or if it's the end of the month and I'm like, shit, I need to read, I will read the shortest books so it feels like I accomplished more, and I'll leave that one book in the end to, you know, read. Yeah. Number 7, travel. How do you pick what books you bring on vacation with you? So I do not go on vacation. I'm in the military, if you didn't know. I'm also a recruiter. So we don't go on many vacations. But I do bring a book with me to work. So that's like the most traveling that I do. And I put it in my work backpack. So like when I went to school, when I go to military schools, you know, to get promoted and things like that, I will bring maybe 4 to 5. And 9 times out of 10, I'm probably going to bring a backpack and have just like my TBR backpack, you know, with me. It's going to be safely with me. So, yeah, I don't go on vacation. So, that's really sad. My face is so, yeah, my face is, you know, getting a little glossy, but whatever. It's hot. Number 8, annotate. Do you write or highlight or mark up your books in any way? I absolutely do not. Let me see. Here we go. This is the most annotating that I do, and it's sticky notes. And I make sure that I don't get the sticky notes on any of them. Can I find a spot? I make sure I don't get it. Well, obviously it's a poetry book, so it's hard. But I don't put these on the words, because if you pull them off, it rips the words off too. So this is the most I do with annotating. I don't write, I don't highlight, I don't do none of that. Because, like, I get it. You want it to be all like, these are your books and you want them to be worn. Like, that's not me. That's not me. I want to be able to, you know, have this huge library and, like, be able to donate the books when I no longer want them. Or, like, in the event that something happened to me, my family could sell them and actually get money out of them because I didn't write in them. So, yeah. Number 9 is new or backlist. Which of do you prefer, new releases or backlisted books? For the most part, if we look at the history of my TBR, it is backlisted books. There are some times where I'll pick a book up that's brand new that I want to read, but for the most part, I really enjoy backlisted books because I feel like those new release books are always going to be super hyped. And no, I don't care about the hype. I'll read a book regardless. But I feel like they can hold off and I can let the hype down for them. The hype die down for them. And I can pick up other books that I really wanted to read that maybe people aren't talking about anymore. So, yeah. The next and final dilemma is sequels. Do you read books as they are released, for which the entire series... Wait, hold on. Can I read? Do you read books as they are released for... Oh, that's why. It's a typo. Anyway, do you read books as they are released, or wait for an entire series to be published before reading one book. I do not wait. I will read that bitch like it's no tomorrow. And guess what I will do? I will do a reread of that series if it's been too long. But the answer is no, I do not wait. I will read it no matter what. 9 times out of 10, I read a book and I didn't know it was a series. And then I find out that, you know, I have to wait. Or sometimes I will find a book at the end of the series and I'll be like, hell yeah, because the whole series is already out, and then I can binge read because I love binge reading series. But no, I don't wait at all. And yeah, that is the end of this book tag. I am going to tag some people, and let me see, I'm going to tag Camille over at Birds and Books. I'm going to tag, and not Princess because she's already tagged in this tag. I'm going to tag, let's see, who else do I want to tag? Ooh, I'm going to have you guys down below because I can't think off the top of my head who I want to tag. And I'll just tag you on Twitter. So, yeah, that's all that I have for you guys today. If you really enjoyed, can I speak? If you really enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you aren't subscribed, please subscribe. It really helps my channel and boost my ego. Not really, but yes, if you didn't like this video, like I've said in the previous videos before, please give it a thumb down because I don't give a fuck.